VP.
Yeah, they're getting some nice heroes here, I have to say. Their draft is dirty. These are like 4 first phase bannable heroes. Kunkka's like slipped a little bit, but Phoenix, Undying Doom,
remaining.
all very strong. Looking at OG's lineup at this
5
point,
seconds remaining.
well,
OG's turn
with
to
the
ban.
Kunkka mid, maybe they could void mid. I don't know.
Radiant
But if I had to
team
guess, it might be Seb Ogre.
Void mid.
No Tail IO and Faceless Void.
Okay.
I feel like the core IO is falling off here.
So, if that is true though, position 3 Ogre, do you think that's actually good? Like, does hero scale well enough with farm to make it worth putting him on the 3?
Remaining.
I think he's still a pretty good aura bot, as it were. You know.
Okay.
5 seconds
Pick up
remaining.
auras, run at heroes.
Do you go Midas?
But hey, that's the point of drafts, right? It's open. So
OG's turn
we can
to
all
ban.
keep our hope alive that it's a core IO.
Yeah, it's just like my sketchbook. It's a blank canvas.
Yeah.
Bat Rider and Abaddon banned out by VPP. There's that Morphling you mentioned. I think
So they're
that's a good
banning
ban
for
there.
the Topson IO.
They sure are.
10 seconds remaining.
Of course, Topson. I could see Topson playing the
5
Faceless Void
seconds
too,
remaining.
and like even if it's safely, and then just giving mid one the mid IO if they do it that way.
It's true, right? You know it's going to be Kunkka or Doom mid. So that opens up some possibilities for OG to put a melee mid without too much trouble. There's also just a lot of Topson heroes left. They did ban out his Invoker. But if they think that Venge is still viable, I mean, obviously Arc Warden.
Radiant
And
team
OG
pick.
will have final choice. So 9th pick now over to VP Prodigy as Anti-Mage gets banned out.
So Spectre's still in. The team has a lot of stuns. Spectre generally looks pretty good. You also have Sunray and Soul Rip. Plus Doom can buy like auras and stuff. Looks like a
10 seconds
pretty good
remaining.
Spectre game. Other than that, he really
5
likes
seconds
PL.
remaining.
It's not a particularly amazing PL game, I don't think.
Ursa, all right.
The Bear Man.
Big fan of this hero.
Very good versus Undying in Phoenix. Now gets to be friends with him.
Yeah. And here it
Mira,
is. Final
you may
choice
now
will be the
select
Mirana.
your heroes.
So I'm thinking it's a Mirana Topson. No, it's a Seb Mirana,
Nice.
Topson Void, and mid 1 IO.
Excellent.
So take the Rubik, and Ogie McGee, he'll be there on no tail. So it was the core IO all along. Trent was all over the place this draft, flip-flopping from one side to the other. Mid one's playing it, no Topson's playing it, no tail's playing it.
I was giving you the perspective of how hard it is to draft versus OG.
Oh, right.
welcome.
Thank you for helping us get into the heads of VP Prodigy.
I always try. VP Prodigy were very on point throughout that. They kind of just held fast that this is probably a core IO, and they just played it like it was for most of the draft.
So what's kind of cool though is they do have some tools, right? Like I think Ursa is pretty good against a core IO in theory, has big burst damage. Wisp has pretty low armor. You've got Doom, so that's obviously some good lockdown to try to initiate fights. And you've got Kunkka, someone else who can catch heroes, pretty good burst damage, a lot of lockdown. VP Prodigy certainly do have options.
Yeah, you know what I think was really smart was banning the Abba too, because now they have no way to dispel the IO. So if you get like a Spirit Vessel or something, just kind of stuck with it. I feel like that could be a real problem for the IO.
Yeah, you're making a good point there. Spirit Vessel pretty darn good against Wisp. We will get to see another one of these. Ursa Cubs, though. The cosmetic scheme is on point. Now, we get into this lobby. I also want to investigate this Mirana set of cosmetics. I don't think I've seen this one. I'm loving that hairdo, though. I wish I had hair like that.
You're trying. You're getting there.
I mean, I'm slowly working on it, but I'm sick I'll be able to get to these luscious locks.
Prepare for battle.
What is this Mirana set? Is this new? Where did this come from? Look at that bow, dude. The Dark Fall Warden. That thing is awesome. It's got energy coming out of it.
I don't know, buddy. I don't have the info for you.
The Dark Fall Warden hair? Dude, I'm going to show up at my hairdresser and say, I want this.
Let me just get the extensions.
Yeah.
Oh, here, I have my dreads here. Just weave these bad boys back in.
Oh, my. All right. Game 1, full best of 3 elimination, and then another lower bracket elimination after this. Big day for the teams, exciting day for the viewers. Trent,
Yeah.
30
it's a
seconds
pleasure to be here
battle.
with you, buddy.
Yeah, very excited. And yeah, that's the Void mid. I mean, it is interesting that Kunkka has that sort of problem though, where it's a very survival mid versus the very best, but it also gives you opportunities for stuff like this. So you can hurt your draft. And as much as I love the Pirate, if teams will abuse you like this, do things like put a faceless Void mid, you might want to dodge the
battle
Kunkka a little bit
begins.
more, unless you're really good at Kunkka. So FN definitely a bit of a spammer.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing him play it.
Yeah, and some melee matchups, I think Kunkka can dominate because the Tidebringer is pretty irritating as he levels up. But Void, one such hero that should be able to handle it pretty fine with Time Walk.
It's going to be rolling the dice a little bit, though.
Yep. I mean, likewise, I'm excited to see how Topson handles this. We will start in a 2-1-2, though. No lane shenanigans. Up top, it'll be Doom Phoenix going up against the Wisp Ogre. Mid one Wisp, no tail Ogre. The Ignite comes out.
Yeah, for some reason, IO just got free boots this patch. I don't know why, but they decided that was a fair buff.
Well, that's follows the historic trend of this hero.
Like, actually just got plus 40 movement speed, I think it was. Just flat out, that was the only change for IO. Oh, okay.
Well, now brown boots are plus 45, so he is a little gimped.
That a hole in them. It's fine. But I mean, it's kind of interesting. You had some problems because like you were basically forced to tether the helm creep and everything, so you have some actual movement speed to start the game.
Right.
And so let's
more
go over what the build was, though. I guess right. It was rush the helm, basically like straight into MKB.
Yes, and that was before we had the extended cost on MKB, so you could buy it super quick. Now there's that extra gold on the recipe.
And it was when the helm, the creep damage was plus 40, which is what made it really broken with Io.
Yeah, so you're cruising around super fast, you got the spirits, and then you auto attacked also dumb fast, so the MKB was extra value. What is the Wisp Bags right now? Spirits passively spawn around you. Okay, yeah. Max of 5. I doubt that's going to be a key part of the build.
It gets worked in to the.
You don't get the damage until level 20. I guess I mean like it's not going to be an Aghanim's rush. I don't think.
I don't know. He rushed it on Void. Although people have been trying out the Void one, so I won't be too.
He rushed it on Void. Surely that's 1-to-1 to core Wisp.
I mean, it's basically the same thing. Like actually, it's pretty much just a farming eggs at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't know how good the Ags for Void in terms of farming is. We didn't really get to see it for that long, and he got killed like 3 times immediately after picking it up, so we didn't really.
Yeah, it is really good for farming, but his was just a little bit too late due to the game state.
I feel like I need to see a good example of it to really digest it. Looking at this mid matchup, Kunkka is winning it right now. 17-2 compared to the 12-1 of Topson's Void. They are trading blows right now.
Man. Oh, Seb blocked it though. That's kind of funny. I know. Soul Rip. Oh, that was so sick.
Oh, they still find it. Ian dies down bottom.
I was wondering why he was waiting so long, but he got just in range of those creeps.
Catch us if you can.
It almost worked. His mission was kind of successful, though. He was trying to make sure that the camp didn't spawn after they dewarded it. And so he body blocking it, but then forced him off with 2 heroes. But then Seb actually body blocked it anyway to get the angle on the arrow. So victory through death.
Bottom is missing.
Kill secured. Wisp farming okay. About even with the Ursa right now, so not a huge disparity there. Really just this mid lane is the big gap.
All right, this is kind of sick, though, how you can just buy crown and helm as your laning items.
Yeah. Talk about value. Plus 4 stats, 5 armor, 5 HP regen at 4 minutes. Yeah. That's pretty dope.
You actually don't need to buy anything else, especially with free boots.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. So, Helm of the Dominator queued up for Wisp. That is the item.
I mean, what was the recipe added on MKB?
I think it's 550 now.
Yeah, so it was like basically the same thing
Radiant
anyway.
I think it was
structures are
originally
fortified.
250, and then they gave it an extra 300 in
Dyer's top tower is
7.27B.
under attack.
So they gave it 350 and then increased it to 550. But with your free boots, it's basically costing the same now.
Missing bottom.
It all comes together for Core IO.
There you go. Well, it is a fan favorite, so
Yeah, but no Arcana.
I was just gonna say that, like mid one.
At least No Tail's got us covered here.
Radiant's courier
Yes,
has
that
been
is true.
killed.
He has not accrued enough gems yet, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, mid one's making him look bad though. This is OG esports trend.
That should help.
Is mid lane starting to level out a little more? FN still
Dyer's courier
leading by
has
7 or
been
8
killed.
last hits, but over time, gap growing less. FN and the classic Kunkka stuff. Meanwhile, down bottom, Ian getting chased down, and also a battle over a huge stack in the top lane. Like this is a triple stack. OG trying to get the most of it. Right now, just those little Dark Troll skeletons getting finished off by DM. It's Doombringer.
Yeah, they're really close to the helm. Yeah, it's on its way now, so save themselves some of these creeps. Yeah, no, I was
Bottom
looking
is
at the start of the
missing.
game, just how the scaling works between the Tidebringer and the Time Walk, and it works because you basically get to dodge
Missing
every
middle.
second Tidebringer, which at first doesn't sound that amazing, but you know, compared to other mid laners, that is
A lot of
obviously
mitigation.
what he relies on. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, really curious what items Topson's going to build on the Void. Like, is this going to be an Ags game for the Void even?
Step lively now. Your admiral is
I
on
think it
board.
kind of depends on how fast mid-range play as to what his build has to be.
Up top, Hotel in some trouble. He's going to go down. Overcommits a little bit there. DM will find himself a kill in the top lane. Creep pull, going to be successful. Oh, this hurts for
Bottom is
OG.
missing.
Let's see how much VPP can clear out of this. No tail in just a couple of seconds.
Dyer's
Oh,
middle
but
tower
Doom, he's got
is
the
under
shockwave.
attack.
That's so good
Radiant's
for clearing out
top
these stacks
tower is
quickly.
under attack.
Mid one trying to snipe a few of them. Hard to tell how many
Takes like
he
your
got.
whole mana bar, but it's so worth it.
Yeah. All right, Helm is up on Wisp now. Yeah, 100 mana for Shockwave. Doom got 360. Bottom lane, Zoxa. Gonna be fine. Arrow flies over just to cover him. Nails that little creep.
Never stood a chance. Everyone's gonna jungle a bit, leaves his hardy friend No Tail the Ogre in lane.
Knuckleball! Knuckleball!
Pretty quiet laning phase, all things considered. 2 kills, 7.5 minutes. Both teams just focused on farm, and right now it is VP Prodigy with a small advantage. Kunkka and Doom topping the charts as mid one heads into the jungle.
Yeah,
He's got
FN's
Centaur
hunting
buddy
him.
now.
Yeah, he's looking.
You know, one thing we didn't really mention though, similar to like CM versus Enchantress, can't Doom devour the Helm creeps?
Yeah, that's pretty annoying.
That's sort of neat.
Yeah.
You know, mid one will be able to find new ones, but like in a team fight, just
Dyer's
killing that
middle
creep
tower
straight
is under
away
attack.
could give them an advantage if used at the right time. DM also level 6. Doom available if he has the mana for it. The tail getting chased down is now the Ursa has named the rotation. Epileptic Kid.
Dyer's top
Easy
tower
kill.
is under attack.
Meanwhile, in the jungle,
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
but this is the real hallmark of the core, how quickly he's able to accelerate in the jungle.
Dyer's structures are fortified.
Yeah, FN's
446.
trying to punish that. He just
Dyer's
can't get
top
him.
tower is under attack.
I mean, the Wisp is fast, 446 movement speed with the tether.
The helm.
He's not easy to latch onto.
It's busted.
It's still busted.
Allies disappear.
See multiple fights here. Moonlight Shadow comes out as Ian gets dove down
Radiant are
bottom.
scared.
We'll ring around the Rosie up top, but it looks like they'll leave No Tail to survive as they secure
Radiant's
the
bottom
lane
tower
before
is under
undying.
attack.
Yeah, not gonna know. Up top now, No Tail also heading to the trees with the Moonlight Shadow running out.
Looking for a dive here.
Dire's
Doom
top
available,
tower is
so
under
they have
attack.
some tools to find this kill. Phoenix with the dive,
Radiant
scouts it
structures
out.
are
Doom gonna
fortified.
hold the ulti. Epileptic
Radiant's
Kid though
bottom
coming
tower
in.
is under
Just
attack.
saw this a minute ago, and it's gonna end the exact same way. No Tail takes a tumble. Another kill up for VPP.
Yeah, he's trying to get as much as he can out of this tower since mid one didn't want to really play up there anymore.
So a bit of space creation though,
Dire's
as
top
OG
tower
do
is
finish
under
off
attack.
power in the bottom lane. They will probably lose this tier 1 up top, but pretty even trade.
And mid one is heading for a
Dire's top
halberd
tower
first,
has
so
fallen.
pretty good item on IO just because of the Sange and all the benefits you get from that. Those all synergize really well with the IO.
FN, Chronosphere available mid. Topson thinking about it. There it is. Deployed. Rubik with some follow-up. Arrow from Seb. Hits save, and he might have lived up to his name to try to save his Paprika, but it won't be enough. Now DM is here. Still has the Doom. Looking to drop it onto Seb as he heads east. By east, I mean west. Got him confused for a second there. But Seb's good. All right,
Radiant's
nice
bottom
chrono set up for
tower is
Topson,
under
and he
attack.
does have an S&Y queued up. Potential God King build coming for
Tower
Topson here,
are
Trent. I know
scanning.
how excited you get about the God
yes.
King build.
Since we never see it, it's just so thrilling.
S&Y into Manta Halberd. Unparalleled efficiency. IO, mid one, he's getting chased down. Nice stop on the Centaur, but FN joins the 4-on-1. They're going to pop that energy bubble. Ha! Like the
Low
zit
with the
that he is. FN finds the kill.
And an instant smoke. They head towards mid. They have the Doom, but can they actually connect it on the Topson? I need some baits here. Oh, well, that works.
They baited with the seed creep. That was a dank bait. Way to get the seed creep in position, boys.
Just walked right.
Like
Dire
straight into him.
structures
Like,
are
hey, that seed creep still gets from. Maybe I'll get a bag. Still in one. Oh, fuck me. Oh, jeez.
It was just too perfectly timed.
Topson kill secured.
How will they ever convince him? How will they ever hit this Doom? Let me run this. I don't blame Topson at all. I get it. It was just too perfect.
We're looking at a lot of halberds this game. Mid one's going to get one, Kunkka's going to get one, and I actually think Topson might eventually get one after this S&Y.
Yep.
It's halberd madness.
I really like that mid one. I think that just makes like it's way too good versus the Ursa as well as with all the Sange bonuses. Like you look at those bonuses,
Radiant's
they're
middle
crazy for
tower
IO.
is under attack.
24% self HP regen, and then 60% stat boost.
Like engagement in the jungle. Two of them down. It's DM and Ian, and they're going to be in big trouble. DM goes down straight away, and now the Undying have no hope to retreat. A double for mid one as they get caught in the jungle.
The mid one just goes right back to work on the bottom lane.
Radiant's
his,
middle tower
handy
is
creep.
under attack.
Maximum
Radiant
efficiency.
structures are fortified.
Tier 1 mid, now under assault. OG grouping up. Have Chronosphere back. Was ready for Topson to drop a sick Chrono to stop that Icarus dive. Now Moonlight Shadow, thinking about the Chrono. Setup. Where's it gonna be? He hesitates. Epileptic Kid pops the ult. Now they drop the Chrono on two. It's FN and Ian. No save from the Undying, and FN will have no chance either. Phoenix Egg falls through, or goes through, but falls short of
Radiant's
achieving
middle
anything.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, and he had no dive, so he just kind of got stuck in a bad spot. I think that's why they started
Radiant's middle tower
pressuring
has
it so
fallen.
hard because they had this ward behind the tower,
If you can.
and they could see that he was just completely useless. And once the
Radiant
dives
are
burnt on
scanning.
Phoenix in the early game, like 36-second cooldown, then you know that that Agg's gonna be really bad. So you can just like dive in with Chronos.
OG starting to take control. Only a 2-kill lead, but already 2,000 net worth in their favor. Mid one working on an ancient stack right now. Has the halberd. Meanwhile, down bottom, initiation. Void maybe in trouble. No
Nice
tail.
save.
Trying his best to play sacrificial lamb, and they're going to chase him down.
I mean, if he didn't hit that fire blast, he was
Back
dead.
so soon.
Because they would have doomed him. So
I saw them.
big save, no tail.
And they don't get anything else. Just a position 5 ogre.
That is ogre, guys. Like that is stay between the enemy and your carry, and you will be winning the game.
Yep, that was an appropriate throw your body at the situation kind of ogre play.
He's just so good as a
Radiant's
hero at doing
bottom
exactly
tower
that.
is
Even
under
like
attack.
the mid game and everything, just like any team fight, you just like try and run through the middle of it and keep stunning people. If you die, they have to spend so much time on you.
And look at the build on the ogre. 1-1-4. No Tail's maxed out the bloodlust this game. We have not been seeing this build as much.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, his lane was a bit weird.
Yep, definitely. Just speaking to the versatility of ogre, and even these like quote-unquote outdated builds can still be viable. Max bloodlust.
And sweet.
Looking for another. They'll bump into FN. He'll throw the boat.
That's stolen though. Oh, he torn it first. Smart guy.
Very nice.
Nicely done, FN.
Very nice.
Sox had already gone off 2 tombstones with that 1 steal before, so he was hoping for another big one. Ooh, epileptic kid. That was a little bit close. Oh, they saw him.
They're gonna find him here. Epileptic kid running through the trees. I didn't notice, but that's actually a Midas on this Ursa.
Yeah, he's working.
I don't know if I love that. I guess didn't have space to go for the Battle Fury. Sort of felt like it would have been too slow against the aggro from this Wisp.
It's also,
I guess,
there's Midas value this game too, right? Versus the IO. I actually think makes a bit of a difference.
actually, that's a good point. Down bottom, I was going to say they've got the Devour already, but having another Midas to eat that creep. Interesting if we see it actually come into play. Seb up top, dusted, caught by the X. Couple of leaps, not going to be enough.
It's kind of funny because it's one of those things that gets mentioned every once in a while, but then you also always think like, yeah, but do you really want your Midas off cooldown?
That is a good thought too. Like you want to keep this thing on cooldown from farming in the
Radiant's
jungle.
bottom tower
You'd
is
be
under
kind of
attack.
lucky to take a team fight where
Radiant
Midas comes up
structures are fortified.
just in time as the Wisp shows up with a little centaur.
I mean, I've definitely seen them spam versus like, especially back in the heyday of Chen. That was like actually kind of a thing. It's like it just adds
Yep.
some value to it.
Like Clinks versus Chen. I always remember people talking about that potential counter on paper.
Man, Soxa is so greedy when he goes for these steals.
I think Ursa just doesn't love attack speed as much as some of these other Midas carriers.
Oh, Soxa got baited.
Yeah, they're gonna find a free Rubik, and now more. Void gonna be the target. He gets doomed. No Tail goes down. Thompson says, well, I think I'm dead no matter what. So I'll take a couple of licks on the egg.
Dire's
And
structures are
OG, they
fortified.
lose 3. Pretty big tumble in the mid lane.
This will be the hardest phase of the game for OG because they have the blink on the dude. Like he's got the blink stomp. He's got drums working towards his BKB.
Dire's middle tower
Conquest
is
gonna be
under
picking up
attack.
his second item after the halberd,
Dire's
but
middle
now they have to
tower has
worry about this
fallen.
Roche too.
But
It just
Ursa,
feels like if they jump, it's really good for Virtus Pro right now.
yeah, and this is like Ursa starting to come online in terms of his power spike. Up until now, he's had just a Midas. He really hasn't been that threatening, but SNY on the way, he's starting to come online a little bit. Epileptic Kid is certainly a threat.
Die, mongrel.
All right, Topson, Manta queued up next after the SNY. There's a new God King in town.
Seb kind of gave away their ward there. See if he gets punished for that one.
Is that a double damage rune? Gosh darn it, it is. Topson, you rascal, that's going to be an easy Roche. Well, this is a big win for OG. They deny Roshan #1 away from the Ursa.
Yeah, they need the big cooldowns to win those fights, so running to the Roche pit right now is definitely the correct play from OG.
Still 50 seconds on Doom.
Vlad's helm
Dire's
and the
bottom tower
halberd. And
is
what
under
anyone gets
attack.
next?
Shadows take us.
damage, I would imagine.
They are going to start running really low on damage as this game continues. Oh, they're going to find DM here in the river. Very
Kind
alone.
of two fights. DM down bottom, then up top, Ian and FN also pushed back by No-Tail. Chrono comes out, connects on two. The Doom and the Ursa. They'll need a little more damage to get this kill, and they've got it. Now they turn on to Ursa. Enrage has already been used. Soul Rip not going to be enough. The Sunray helps, but he's down. Three going to fall on the side of Virtus Pro Prodigy. Two of them cores. OG
your
take a
Admiral
good
is on
fight
board.
off the backside of that Chrono.
That was a little scary. Doom was coming up pretty soon, but they were just a little too spread. They had like a couple raiding heroes here. You had Doom here, and then Kunkka was coming over from like this angle, or not Kunkka, but the
Radiant's
Ursa
top
from
tower
that angle.
is under attack.
That was awkward.
And
That's bad.
they found him jungling. He's tanky, but they got him.
Look at that.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Bottom lane. They're all
another.
the Wisp, or the Phoenix rather. Tries to fly off the map, but mid one's right there. So, a huge win for OG, as it
Radiant's
turns out.
top
Great
tower
team
is
fight,
under
and ends
attack.
up being a 5-0 with those two follow-up kills, I believe.
And they still hold Aegis too.
For a long time. 3 minutes. Bottom lane now, Topson trying to go in onto the Ursa, but he'll get X'd and pulled back. Mid wall.
Telekinesis from Soxa.
Radiant structures are
DM's
fortified.
got it handled.
OG gonna stick around. Glyph comes out, and now maybe the time to sound the retreat. Visibility rune up on Seb, so he can scout things out. They'll leave Topson behind, or are they baiting with Topson? Hit by the Infernal Blade, pulled back, can't time walk. Topson might lose the Aegis. No, he'll live. Now the rest of OG initiate. The egg comes through. They're gonna try to kill him. Topson jumps in, and I don't think they're gonna be able to make it happen. The Reaper will come through.
And the War Stomp.
No tip. Topson might still live on the run. Time walk coming up, but X again. Can they get this Doom? He's okay. Now turn the other way. Telekinesis into arrow. It's high, but Seb jumps in with confidence, taking a lot of damage. Cheer put into the Yules. They will bring down Kunkka. It's a 4v4 now. OG a little bit light on gas, but Soxa with a stolen Sunray, healing up the team and now burning down Ian. It's VP Pro that are on the run all of a sudden. Epileptic Kid trying to make it out, but the Wisp very fast. They are going to jump forward. Time walk, finds a bash, finds a second. Epileptic Kid is down. Now Ian is saved, in big trouble. Ian will fall, as will the bird, and that's 4 on the sideline. OG again with a huge fight.
I like
Radiant's
that,
top tower
they
is under
tried
attack.
to force that. Oh, it was so close too. That initial telekinesis from
Radiant's
Soxa
top tower has
just
fallen.
really hurt their like first jump, and then they still decided to go in. Even though
Radiant's
they were
top
like
tower
kind
is
of
under
baiting
attack.
from OG. Like obviously Topson knows they're still there while he's just like farming their ancients, but they still felt like they could do it. But the missing the War Stomp after the respawn really hurt. Topson's actually fairly separated right there.
And look at this mid one. It's going to be MKD Trent.
Yeah, he queued up before that.
Radiant's top barracks are under
Radiant's
attack. Top barracks
pretty
has
close
fallen.
to it also.
Yeah.
I think when Wisp is your one, there comes a point where you have to transition into being able to kill folks to keep up this momentum. Makes a lot of sense.
Radiant are
Yeah,
scanning.
it's just like, the rest of the heroes too, that someone's gonna have to do it.
Here we go, initiation. They gotta catch
Dire's
onto the
bottom
Kunkka.
tower is under attack.
Buyback status okay for VP Prodigy.
Step lively
But they've
now.
already
Your
lost a
Admiral
lane
is
of
on
barracks,
board.
tier 2 in mid and bottom.
Radiant's top barracks
Not going
has
to be
fallen.
baited into this fight here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, well, if you're Virtus Pro Prodigy, you still have some tools available. You still have a Doom in this game, so it is one of those things that can just like negate one of the enemy heroes.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And then you also have an Ursa too, so like just a couple chain stuns and you can blow up even the tank against opponents.
Looking at what could be our
Radiant's
fourth
middle tower
halberd
has
here.
fallen.
Phoenix
Excellent.
has it queued up, and the Faceless Void does want an Aghanim Scepter. He did go God King. Right now, Manta and Halberd, and that's going to be into the Ags.
That seems interesting.
It is definitely an efficiency build from Topson.
Is it that? Yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised that you get it after the Manta and the Halberd though. feels like you might want like,
AoE guaranteed stun is pretty good. I feel like I need to interview a pro player about the Void Aghanim's. I need a deep dive here, Trent. Can we get like a post-game interview here?
you call him up.
You got Topson on your Steam list there, buddy? Can we give him a ring?
No, we're not. I'm not that cool. I don't. TI winners don't.
Dire's bottom tower is
Don't
under
gel with my
attack.
whole friends
Dire
list, you know.
are
They
scanning.
get removed once they win TI. It's like no.
Oh,
Too good for this.
You remove them.
I send them away. Yeah. Yeah. No, we were very close before.
You proactively.
Yeah.
So you know what, No Tail? I thought we were equals, but now I've realized you're so far ahead of me that I can't have you on my list.
That's fairly accurate.
I see. Yeah, I had the same conversation with him.
I think
Totally understood.
the big value I see is like mid-team fight when he's diving onto this like Phoenix. Because Topson keeps targeting save before the egg. And if he time walks over and just like instantly stuns the Phoenix, that's gonna be pretty frustrating. He might actually just kill him.
Yeah. I guess it also does let you chain bashes. Like if you just right click until you get one, and then you time walk right away, you're guaranteed to like bash.
Time is
And
money.
we have seen Void do double bashes, so it does give you the ability to triple bash somebody in theory.
Yeah,
That sounds pretty nasty.
yeah, it can do like the bash thing.
Yeah. Fortunately for No Tail, put those wards down in vision of a sentry. And also in trouble himself. Arrow coming in, but off the mark. No Tail actually does live. And now DM going to be repelled, killed up by a soul rip, and won't be enough to keep him alive. Doom on the sideline now does have a buyback in case he needs it.
That's right.
No Tail.
I am.
It's stolen rum. That's why.
Oh, it's the okay,
Yeah.
there it is. There you go. It's like, what is happening?
Radiant's middle tower is under
And
attack.
Sox looking for a new steal. Topson.
Radiant structures
Oh, yeah.
are fortified.
He did. All right, here we go. Cliff comes out. They want Topson, and they've got him. No, end up hitting him out. They save him. Still doomed, though, so no Chrono. Looking to pursue. Virtus Pro Prodigy. Struggling to find the connection, and now the turn the other way. Seb with an arrow. Chrono connects on two. It misses out the wicked kid, though. The disarm on Topson mitigates a lot of the Chrono, but he's still pretty healthy. Big damage coming out of OG as E will be the first casualty.
Radiant's
Alongside
middle
Virtus.
tower is under
One
attack.
kid now goes down. Mid one sustaining, and it's looking like a bad fight for DPP. A 1 for 4, only able to get the OG.
That was unreal, man. Maybe was just standing there, right-clicking away.
That was a dieback on the Doom as well, as GG gets called. OG take game number 1.
Radiant's middle barracks are under
26 minutes.
attack.